Hey Bobby, you're a trainer, right? Yes, I am. I heard it's great to prevent injuries, but I've been lifting weights for about 2 months now, and I feel like I'm always sore, I'm always beat up, I'm even more fatigued when I roll. I'm thinking maybe like lifting weights isn't for me. Usually when people strength train, they see the opposite. They get injured less, they get better cardio, they're stronger, more explosive on the mat. Let me ask a question. What's your warm-up look like? Well, when I go to the gym, I just do some arm circles, some neck rotations, and I just hop on a treadmill for 5 minutes. That's good enough, right? Oh, that's not really a good warm-up. Warm is one of the most important things for jiu-jitsu athletes, especially as you get older, because we want to make sure that we prepare the body for intense training. Plus, the stuff that we do in the warm-up is going to work as prehab stuff so that we don't get injured. What you want to do is you want to basically open up what's tight. So usually on most people, what's tight is the pecs, the lats, the quads, the hips. So we want to just open those up by doing some soft tissue work like foam rolling. We want to do some stretching, and then we want to activate the posterior chain, so the back of our body. So usually we're doing some drills to pump the upper back up, pump the glutes and the hamstrings up. And the last thing we want to do is we want to get our nervous system ready for the hard work. So we want to do something fast and explosive. So things like jumps, kettlebell swings, hops, different medicine ball variations work great here. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. What type of exercises are you doing? I just been doing barbell exercises, so barbell bench, barbell squats, barbell deadlifts. I read online that you should just really focus on the big compound lifts, so that's what I've been doing. Barbell exercises are great exercise variations, but sometimes for certain people, they're not the best. They're not great for beginners, and they're not great if you have a lot of injuries because they're a very rigid tool. So if you're a beginner or you have lots of injuries, or if you're just new to lifting, I highly recommend that you start doing bodyweight stuff and things with dumbbells and kettlebells. This helps you build a great movement quality, plus it's very joint friendly, and then slowly over time we might progress you to more advanced exercises. Dude, that makes so much sense. Hey Bobby, you've been so helpful. Do you have any more tips for me that might help me out with this? One of the biggest mistakes people make is that they do too much too soon. Dramatically increasing the amount of volume and intensity. So volume will be how many reps and sets you do. Intensity would be how hard you go. So how close are you going to failure? If you go from not training at all to doing a ton of sets, ton of reps, and going really hard, that's a recipe for injury. So what we want to do is we want to start with low volume, just a few exercises, and we don't have to go super hard. It doesn't take a lot to see progress at the beginning, and then over time we can increase that intensity and increase that volume. And another thing that we have to think about is that the typical gym goer doesn't have to worry about managing as much stress, but we have to both manage the stress that we do in the weight room and the stress we do on the mat. Bobby, you sure do know a lot about this stuff. You should have a program for jiu-jitsu and grapplers. Well, it's funny you say that because I'm actually a strength and conditioning coach. I help grapplers get hurt less, become more explosive and stronger on the mat, and get better conditioning. If you're interested in coaching, you can DM me or comment coaching, and I'll reach out to you and see if you're a good fit for the program.